What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Today, we're going to be doing the disassembly and maintenance for that CJRB Hectare. Let's get into it. Okay, I got everything out on the table, hoping to make this one a quick disassembly. You guys know I have done a ton of crossbar locks, but I never know what to expect from each one. Each one's a little bit different. Also, we will do a continuation for the spine whack test that we did in the review video. It was like it passed one of three tests. That first and the last test all the way out on the tip it failed. Everything here passed with a very aggressive whacking of the spine. Since this is a crossbar lock, I don't think that it really matters which side we take it apart from, but let's test this pivot out and see if there's like a faux captive part to it. Okay, so that side does not seem to want to move. Whoa, it is really in there tight. So this side is backing out and does appear to be the screw head. So we're just going to do the entire disassembly. There's a lot of thread locker on there, guys. We're going to go ahead and do the entire disassembly from here. I am hoping there's not a ton on here. Yeah, that came off very easily. Alrighty, it's not wanting to leave the pocket clip. I am going to remove the entire pocket clip because with the crossbar lock, the spring is in between. I'm going to put that on that magnet. It is in between the liner and the outer scale. So we do want to take that outer scale off. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking like that. All right, we got everything off here. I'm going to put that pivot screw over here, all steel hardware. Let's go ahead and take the top off. Now, it doesn't appear that anything is captive but the pivot. So the pivot is captive. With these, I have found it's usually very easy to disassemble. Take your Omega spring or crossbar lock spring. I don't know what they're calling it for CJRB, but take your Omega spring off and get that out of the way. If you want this to be stronger, pull it out. And what that does is it pushes the spring out further and it creates more tension this way. So if you wanted to do that, just so you know, you would move it out and away. We're going to go ahead and finish the disassembly with crossbar locks. You do have to, I don't think this one screws loose. Yeah, I didn't think it would. With this one here, the easiest way I have found, whoops, I don't think it's magnetized. I think I crossed that. Let me put that down here on that magnet. Hopefully this will work, but we'll see in a second. Just rest your blade down on your working surface, pull your crossbar lock back. You should be able to just punch out your your pivot. It is captive, so that should make it easy to reinstall. And make note here on mine. Let me try to do it this way, guys. You can see that bolt is not all the way in there. Sorry, that black background, I forget about that with this mat, is going to mess with it a little bit. So I am going to clean it off, and we will relube that here in just a second. Now, with that out of the way, what I would recommend, spine facing down, grab your T8, take the rest of your hardware off. Oh, that is on there tight. Is this going to be, yeah, this one's going to give me a hard time. So, with it being like that, I'm just going to go ahead, see if that will come on out. This will make working on it a little bit easier. Oh, Lord. That stop pin, don't think I can reach it. Let me grab a pliers. I'm gonna see if I can slide this side off so that I can wrap the screw. So what I'm hoping I can do here is pull that stop pin out safely without agitating it, and then sliding it off like this. And I might just reassemble it that way, to be honest with you guys. So there is oil everywhere. I'm not sure if you can see that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off the spine. You can see the cage bearings are in here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's clean the knife blade. Then we'll clean the liners as well. Where is my T6 to get in the middle here? We want to clean the back off. Now, I know that it did fail, and I probably should have mentioned this in the review video, so I apologize for not doing that. But what you probably could have done is just waited a little bit longer for it to break in some more. I think the closed geometry, the reason it works so good, look how much of a C-notch that is. So your crossbar lock is dropping down and sitting in there. And that is what's helping keep it closed. That's really good geometry. Look how much the crossbar lock has to overcome to come out of there. Now on the back, it could be that it's polished, could be that there was oil on it. I'm just going to clean everything down really good. Get all the oil off on this side. And then do the same here. And I'm going to show you, since we're doing it this way, I'm going to try to reinstall the pivot and do it similar to how I do there they are. How I do my liner locks and frame locks. I'm going to leave this out because I need to go ahead and restock this a little bit. So let's go ahead and try to clean this off as best that we can. Yeah, so there is oil and dirt on here. It's not a lot, but you know, it could be enough that it did interfere with it a little bit. It does, you see how dirty it's getting? That can potentially affect it. We'll find out when we put it all back together here in just a moment. So let's see. This should be interesting to try to reassemble. All right, so what we're going to do. Oh, I didn't clean my bearings. Hold on, guys. Let me leave this here in case I need to. Let me just. I know I did it with the dry cloth, but let me just hit all of this up with a dry one. Should be good. I think we got everything. Let's clean the bearings. I'm going to put my own lube on there. I'm going to do the minimal lube approach where I rub it in really good or rub a coating on top really good. Because these are caged, doesn't matter what direction they face, should be good to go. Let's do this first. This should be interesting, guys. So what I'm going to do in order to get this pivot on here, I'm going to try something a little bit different. So bear with me. Have some patience as I try this for the first time. So we're going to put these on the bottom. All right, doesn't feel like it's too crazy. So we'll leave that ready to go. I'm going to just try. Is that enough lube? No, I don't think it is. Is it? Let me see. We'll just put a little bit on there and work it over. My dispenser keeps getting air pockets in there. Sorry, I'm off screen. It's because I'm looking at it under the camera. So I'm just going to make sure like it's a film that's on there. What I'm going to try to do is kind of halfway insert it and then drop the blade down onto that so that I can still get that other liner on here. So let's get the blade on first. Okay. Ooh. Crossbar lock. There we go. All right. So then what I'll do is I'm going to push this out. Oops. Sorry. The lock is in the way. Like Jenga up in here. All right. So you see how it is now? That pivot isn't all the way through. So what I'm going to try to do here. Well, let me set it down because I need my other hand now. I'm going to try to drop this in place. I can't really see on the wider. Oh. Hold on. It keeps rolling on the same side. I'm trying to get it to move around. Drop that down. I'm hoping that'll stay in place enough. We'll see if this works. Fingers crossed. I don't know if it'll work. Okay. Everything's sitting down. Let's just slide this in place. Let's see if that'll work. Can't believe that worked. We'll pull the crossbar lock back. We put the pivot through. I'm going to put this in the locked out position. Grab my stop pin. That actually felt like it went pretty easy. Uh-oh. Did I speak too soon? Let's do this. Oh, there we go. I'm hoping just a little lube on here. There we go. A little lube on there. Maybe we'll encourage it to go back in without needing to use the pliers. There we go. What? I can't believe that worked. Can't believe that worked, guys. Okay. All right, let's put the Omega spring back in place. And actually, I don't think I need the oil anymore. Okay. So we'll work that back in. Let me try so that you guys can see, because my big hands always block. Although I can't feel it though. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to do it so I could show you what I'm doing when I put that back together. But that didn't go as planned. Let me cap this because it keeps leaking, seeping, I should say. Actually, I am going to just a little bit on here, just a little layer. And that's just because there's friction on those Omega springs. I want it to kind of scrape the oil a little bit as it's riding. So, wow, I cannot believe that worked, guys. So there's another method if you want to try it for the disassembly. I mean, truth be told, there's just so many methods to do this. It's kind of crazy. Where's my T8? Right here, man. Right in front of your face. This is my stepfather used to say if it was a snake, it would have bit you. All right, I'm going to grab the other T8. You know, and if we, in a few minutes here, go to do the spine whack and it fails again, I'm just going to discount it to it needing a break-in period. Sometimes when they send them polished to make them ride very smoothly, that can create a little bit of a break-in period needed to get rid of it being so smooth. Uh-oh. Oh, it went in. Never mind. I was like, I lost the screw, but that's just because it fell into the hole. Okay. Ooh. All right. All right. Let's see here. Everything looks good construction-wise. Feels good on the drop. Favoring the pocket clip side a little bit. So I think, yeah, it's too loose. I need to tighten it up a little bit more. Ooh. That was too tight, though. Must have been close. All right. Still favoring the pocket clip side a little bit, but there's no play. So let me try this. I'll try to loosen these. Let's loosen this one and this one. Let me just see here. All right. It's close. Let me see. I don't know if it'll work because it's not like a frame locking knife. It's a crossbar lock knife. I've not had a ton of luck with this working. This, like pushing it to one side or using a piece of paper or something to push it to one side. Yeah, it's still favoring the other side. Sorry, testing it. It still feels a little loose in the pivot. We're close to being centered with no play. I'm trying to figure out which side is too tight now. Okay. Okay, I'm satisfied. It might be a hair to the pocket clip side, but I'm satisfied. Let me clean this up and we'll do the spine wax. Okay, we're cleaned up. I'm gonna just a few more flicks with this one just to make sure everything feels good. Yeah, we're tight. Drop shut. All right, guys. We'll see if cleaning it did it or if it just needs a true break-in period. And I did double check it. There's absolutely no movement at all. All right, I'm gonna recreate the lower one. Man, that one made my ear ring. All right, let's check it out here. Okay, past that one. 2, that's positive. Maybe it was just a little oily and a little bit of dirt. 3, very solid wax. I'll make sure when I do my review video that I make note on the screen that cleaning the lock bar on the crossbar lock helped it pass the next 3 spine wax test way out there on the spine. Action feels really good, guys. It has got a solid detent. I continue to have that one complaint about access to the thumb hole, opening hole. Sorry, it's not a thumb hole. You know, it's just tight. It's a little tight. You might even just want to take a little Dremel and a high grain sandpaper and just kind of work that down a little bit, just kind of going back and forth just until you get rid of that nub. I think that would really improve that lock bar access. So there you go. There's your disassembly and maintenance and retesting after cleaning the crossbar lock. And again, that just is, it goes to show there's a multitude of factors that can go into why those fail. So just keep that in mind and don't get frustrated if you find one that you've tested that didn't pass. Just try to clean it up, check it, and troubleshoot it. You know, it can happen. Shout out to everyone out there that likes, comments, is subscribed, watches to the end. All of that really does help the channel and I appreciate it. Special thank you to my members. You guys really make it happen. I appreciate all the support. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Peace.